Sorry about not uploading yesterday, I got a little sidetracked, but I have for you today the second match of 3 I had against Sparkxzz. As you can see, I brought Yanmega and Raikou again because I just really like using those motherfuckers in Yu Yu. I was at a stage in time where I was like, those two together are nice. I like that shit. But I brought some other things. I brought a rapid spinner this time, since I do have a couple of things that are actually quite weak to them. Victini and Weavile being 2 times a week, and Yanmega being 4 times a week. So there's that. He's got some Yu Yu things as well. Nothing really out of the ordinary here, I suppose. Maybe Ambipom, which you don't really see as often anymore. And I guess kind of sort of Weavile in a way, because you don't really see that too often anymore either. But we're going to go and jump right into it. He's going to go ahead and lead off with Ambipom. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with Yanmega because Ambipom is his most likely lead. This is a really old match. As you can see, this is on Black White 1, so you still got the sound effects and everything. But Protect, turns out he goes for the Covet. I did not see this the first time, and this actually comes into play in our next match because I think he used the exact same Ambipom too. I thought he just went for the fake out, and I just went for Protect. Get a crit here, just a little bit in advance. There's plenty of hacks on both sides. Get a little bit lucky on the first turn though. Just to be fair, I did have a pretty hefty chance, I suppose, to flinch with Air Slash. I'm not sure how much a Life Orb Air Slash would have done to an Ambipom, but I'm pretty sure because it's not super effective, it wouldn't have one-shotted it. So, fucking recurring pattern. I guess that's why I decided not to upload these, because they were kind of hacksy, but it's what I have right now. So, he goes into Zapdos. I do not want to stand and take a T-Ball or a Heat Wave. He picks the better of the 2 moves in order to be able to hit my Raikou coming in, because I do have it. It's kind of obvious. So, good play on his part. Going to be able to go for a T-Ball right now to do a very hefty chunk to the Zapdos. And he reveals that he's Life Orb with Light Screen, which I find a little odd, but, you know, I'm not going to knock it because it maybe could have sort of worked out for him. So, I'm going to go ahead and go for a T-Bolt, finish it off, but he's going to go into his Rotom now because I am locked into T-Bolt being a Specs Raikou. I am going to go out into my Victini, both to not want to take the Overheat and to be able to switch up moves, save this thing for later eventually. But as I come in, I don't really like taking that Overheat. I don't know what this Rotom is. I don't want to say Specs. I kind of feel like that's just a neutral. I really don't fucking know, to be honest. But he goes into Flygon. This is interesting. I haven't used Brick Break to break an actual Light Screen in like years, and I did it just completely on accident. I didn't want to go for a Fire move on the Flygon yet, or not on that in general, because I've got Fire and Electric coverage. The only thing I have to hit it for neutral, the Rotom for neutral, is a Brick Break. So I was like, okay, if he's going to stay in, then, you know, he'll take a Brick Break. But if he decides to switch out, then I can actually break the Light Screen, and then I just went from there, went for a V-Create from there, and ended up taking it out. So now he doesn't have Light Screen anymore, and I took out Flygon. Not bad at all. But he's going to go for a close combat. I'm pretty sure would have been able to take me out even with without my defense drop from V-Create. So this thing, however, this thing is his fucking MVP. I did not really have a whole hell of a lot for this thing. This thing is a fucking problem. But I'm going to go into Yanmega because he is locked in on close combat. I do have the ×4 resistance to it, being a bug flying type. And he decides to go into his Rotom. I unfortunately do not have anything to touch this thing on this set. I've got Bug Buzz, Air Slash, Giga Drain, and Protect. I'm modest, max spec attack, max speed, and Life Orb. For those of you that keep questioning me, this is not that hard to piece together. But there you go. For people that kept asking me about the sets, holy shit. I don't know, I thought that was kind of obvious, but I guess I decided to Protect for whatever reason to see if he's gonna switch up moves, or I don't know what happened there. But he goes for Overheat. I was kind of lost myself on that tangent there, but he's got the spec attack drop, so I'm not really fearing too much. I really wish I was able to get Stealth Rocks up with this team, but he's not getting Stealth Rocks up of his own, so this Blastoise is just kind of like, standing around, what do? I got nice old cannons on my back, I look nice in boundaries crossed, but right now I'm just not gonna do too much. It would have been nice to get a Scald off right there, but I was too scared of him not being choiced, I think, or I really just wasn't paying attention in those turns, so I don't know what that Rotom was, if you having to be choiced or not. But I decided to switch out for whatever reason, even though getting a Scald on a Moxie Cross and potentially getting the burn on it would have been fan-fucking-tastic. Oh man, that context with that Rotom would have been great. But he's at a +1 resisted Mega Horn. I always forget if Bug resists Bug. I think it's neutral, so that's only a ×2 resistance. But I'm still at a decent amount of HP. I can always Protect, and he's always got the chance to miss, so there's that. But Yanmega is just as much a problem to his team as Heracross is a problem to mine, so it's bug-on-bug warfare here. Mine needing a little bit of time to boost up speed, and that's going to come into play in a little bit, I believe. But get an air slash off of the Suicune, and gonna be able to get a Giga Drain off as well, which does a pretty nice chunk. Gonna bring me, I kind of want to say, all the way back up to full, or pretty close to it. Okay, full, completely full, minus the 10% from Life Orb. Goes for an Ice Beam. Now, this definitely confirms that he's not an offensive set, because this does not kill me off. It leaves me at a very, very, very low amount of HP. But I do want to finish him off with Giga Drain, both because it's super effective and because I'll get a little bit of HP back from it. I do want this thing alive for Heracross, so I'm able to protect and outspeed it and then take it out with an Air Slash. That is my battle plan. If this thing dies prematurely, then I'm going to have a hell of a time dealing with it. So, gonna go for the Giga Drain again on whatever the hell wants to come in. As long as it does enough to give me back, like, what is it? I forget how much HP it takes off. As long as it gives me like 31 HP, that's fine. So there's that. But I think I'm not going to say he predicted this, because T-Bolt would have been good on both of them. So I kind of just sent in Blastoise as switch fodder, I guess. I still don't know whether or not he's Specs or whatever. I think he might be Scarfed. I don't know. But this is a, I believe this is a Scarf main Shao as well, so I'm going to be able to go for a Stone Edge, take him out, and here I believe he gets his first portion of hacks. It would have been nice to get a Stone Edge off on this thing, but unfortunately I miss, and he's able to take me out with an Aerial Ace, and I'm just like, damn it, how often do I see this? I really don't see this shit. And I missed 2 Stone Edges, as a matter of fact. So, those of you that were saying that, you know, I'm getting a lot of hacks, back-to-back Stone Edge misses, that kind of happened in one of my latest battles on the opponent's side. Let me tell you how bad that feels. That feels fucking horrible. But, I'm going to be able to go back into my Yanmega. I will be able to protect once to attempt to outspeed it on the next turn. And I'm still really unsure as to whether or not Modest Yanmega will outspeed a freaking Adamant Heracross, I think there. I probably should have just what I probably should have done there is just try to go for the Air Slash. I think I might have looked up the base speed and noticed that he was probably faster in every case anyways. I guess I was trying to protect on the off chance that he was Jolly, because in that case it would just kind of, I would still be a couple of points shy of outspeeding. But protected, risked it for the biscuit. Trying to risk it for the biscuit, and unfortunately don't get it on that one. But here's another risk I'm able to take. Check it out. Missed 2 Stone Edges back to back, but I'm still able to hit a stock Dynamic Punch. What up, girls? So Suicune is now confused, and I'm actually gonna get a little bit of use out of this, guys, for like the first time ever. But I get a sub off in an attempt to get some Hone Claws off as well. But I get my sub. Probably should have just taken him out with a Night Slash here, given the next couple of plays coming up. But I guess a Hone Claws is going to be nice too. I could just keep trying to fish for confusion. But Hone Claws is going to bring Dynamic Punch's accuracy up considerably. It does get Dynamic Punch from a 3rd gen event, just to be clear. Sneasel does get that. But he's going to hit himself again in confusion, which I guess kind of makes up for the 2 Stone Edge misses, because I actually now have a chance at winning this game. As long as I'm behind a sub, I should be good to go. But I'm going to go for a Night Slash and take him out. Now, how this is important is if he decides to go for close combat because he doesn't want to risk Mega Horn missing, I can sub until he gets all of the defense drops and then just hit him at the last possible moment. Or if he goes for Mega Horn, I can just sub until he misses and then just go from there. But the problem is I'm telling you this now, but I did not think about it at the time, which was a huge fucking problem. So instead, I'm going to Dynamic Punch him, which while it's going to do a great amount, I probably should have subbed down some more, because as you can see at -1, it does half. So I could have kept doing that as long as possible, because I'm at like the range where I can maybe go for like 4 or 5 more subs, get him down to -6. I instead, for whatever reason, decided to leave it to a coin flip on confusion, and it unfortunately ends up opposite of whatever the game decided to call it. Whatever. He takes me out, and he doesn't hit himself in confusion, and Moxie Cross is a big threat. But that's his win on this one, and I thought it was a pretty interesting game either way. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you're welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, and do your thing. Because I didn't upload on Wednesday, I'm going to give you guys a Saturday upload as well, but you got to give me some time to work on this stuff and then upload it. But anyway, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.